Good morning, everyone. It's Luna Bell. I want to show y'all something. Y'all see them? My God, they're precious to me. Y'all, that hog, I thought it'd be neat. All right, y'all. I had to come inside. See, y'all, I did something. That hog, I think it's so beautiful. Y'all don't pay attention to that stuff behind me. See, I know a lot of people make things and think things because of my home, because of looks, because of appearances. Y'all see those medals back there? Those were from my late brother-in-law. He was DEA. Those are for medals. He was training, actively training on the judo mat when, unfortunately, he suddenly passed. He was 28, but he was training for the Olympics. He was going to be in the Olympics, and he was DEA. And my husband went in Atlanta, and he was what? Anyhow, those ties, y'all know me. Anyhow, don't worry about that, because, appearances are deceiving. And anyhow, the thing about DL narcissist, I speak about that because my husband, interesting. Think about that, mutual. All of them talks. You didn't learn the patterns of the DL narcissist, did you, mutual? Allegedly. Y'all, this is for entertainment purposes for TikTok 18 and older. Trigger warning. Anyhow, so let's get back to the hawk. Who could deny how stunning hawks are? How majestic. How showy. They have a higher perspective. But they are a predator, aren't they? I got a question. Y'all know me. Drop down, confirmation. I always have questions, but I'm always curious. They say curiosity killed the cat. Really? No pun intended. Anyhow, y'all, look. The thing about folk like me, and even Bradley, we survive things we shouldn't have to. A lot of times, we're folks' entertainment. There was a word with Genesis. Y'all know Genesis out of Enterprise, Alabama. That little baby. What was that word I defined? What? Y'all have to be careful because of TikTok and all that. But exploitation. Y'all look up that definition. The weak, the vulnerable, the children, the women, the widows. Let me ask you a question. Mutual. What is the price tag of your Judas betrayal? See, the thing about it, and this is one thing I'm kind of curious about, is I mentioned a creator on here on TikTok when I channeled. Y'all, that's the thing about narcissists. You have to control the narrative. And it helps if you recognize the patterns. I don't understand, and I know, y'all pardon the sarcasm, because I know my mama and the elders, y'all, that's what I call what me and the sibling above me call the elder siblings. Because, comparatively, we are considered the stupid ones. But anyhow, I know I know my siblings and my mama were wondering. You see here, think about Luna Bell. Wait. Luna Bell. Luna Bell. Lulu. Lulu. Is that the nickname you gave me? Dave, that don't sound like Delulu. Luna Bell is not Delulu. Nor is apparently Luna Bell dumb. I know me and my siblings and my mama. Oh, shit. I learned at the knees of a master. How are you not seeing my patterns? Because I know my mama and them. Y'all know that I'm keeping an eye on you thing. Anyhow, how do y'all not notice that every damn time I tell y'all the patterns, I actually tell y'all that I told everybody else. I predicted this shit for over a year and a half mutual, that you, I, and some others would be known worldwide and famous. As a matter of fact, I told y'all all, wait a minute, how long ago I do that? I'm kind of curious. Oh, look at all them birds. I'm kind of curious. That hawk, it likes to take the higher perspective. But it's a predator. It likes an easy meal, don't it? That's the mistake I made here recently. Even though it was all showy and pretty and I loved it, it's majestic. But I don't like predators who prey on children. Like Genesis. The weak. The vulnerable. The addicts that are already broken. Because you've already used them up. Much like Bradley and myself. I wonder why you didn't share those very emotional channels from Bradley for the woman he loved. To where that it actually changed my voice and it sounded like a man's voice. So much so that my throat felt weird. It actually hurt, y'all. For several days, I actually sent messages to Mutual. I even told Miss Cindy and Woody. Y'all heard Miss Cindy? How she said she could feel me. She was always sending me messages and audios, especially there at the end. Kind of got a case of the ass. That kind of reminds me of that DL bull that was sitting my direction. I kept telling people that his daughter had her ego all wrapped up around his dick. Imagine that. See, y'all, some folk got offended. I didn't know who the rich and famous were. Or was it I just didn't give a shit? Imagine that. Look here now. When Lulu, I'm the Lulu, right? No, smart as fuck. Anyhow, naive, trusting, and willing to help others, yeah. But I ain't willing to bank off somebody else's work. I will tell you what, though. I know there's a lot of people that got questions, particularly about extended family buying this and that, and what burned down where. I did some predictions about some things mysteriously catching fire over there in Leesville and Vernon Parish. You don't say. I wonder who's buying what in the last year and a half or so. What are you doing with that information I gave y'all that I channeled out? You're not profiting off of the weak, the victims, those that are already passed, like Bradley, or the pain of his widow and his children, or a widow like me. And I'm disabled. Wait, that World Health. Wait, what is that WHO thing? What is that WHO thing? Is that a violation of human what?